A man sits alone in a dimly lit room. His phone is silent. The world outside hums, unaware of his existence. He stares at nothing, or maybe at everything. This is not loneliness. It's the quiet moment right before something inside him wakes up. We often think we fear being alone, but what we truly fear is what emerges in the silence, the voice that asks questions we've buried for years, because when the noise fades, we can no longer distract ourselves from who we've become. There's a strange paradox in solitude. It feels like falling apart, yet it's the only place we can truly rebuild. You might think isolation breaks people, but what if it's the forge where the real self is made? When we strip away the comfort of company, the validation of likes, or the applause of others, what remains isn't emptiness, it's you. Raw, exposed, unmasked, and that's what scares most people. Not the silence itself, but what the silence reveals. We've built a world allergic to quiet. We crave connection, yet fear intimacy. We want freedom, yet hide behind distractions. Every scroll, every notification, every background noise, all of it designed to protect us from the one confrontation we can't avoid forever. The confrontation with ourselves. Because in the stillness, truth has nowhere to hide. And that truth often tells us things we don't want to hear, that we've been pretending, performing, escaping. So we run back to the noise, to the crowd, to the chaos. But deep down, we know, the more we run from solitude, the more we lose the ability to meet our own soul. There's a reason philosophers, saints, and mystics all walked into the wilderness. Not because they hated the world, but because they knew they couldn't see it clearly until they faced themselves in silence. Solitude doesn't take something away from you. It gives you back what the world took, your sense of depth, your ability to feel without filters, your connection to something eternal. And that's the painful beauty of isolation. It destroys the false self, so the true one can breathe. But that process isn't gentle, it's not poetic, it's violent, raw, and disorienting. Because you can't transform without dying to the person you were. And you can't be reborn until you stop clinging to who you've been pretending to be. Maybe that's what fear really is, a signal that the mask is slipping, that the old story no longer fits, that you're standing at the edge of something vast and unknown. But if you can sit through that fear, if you can let silence do its slow, quiet work, you'll find that solitude was never your enemy. It was your mirror, a mirror showing you not who you were, but who you could still become. And when that realization hits, you'll never see isolation the same way again. You'll start to understand that every time the world falls silent, it's not a punishment. It's an invitation to rediscover the one person who's been there all along, the one beneath the noise, the masks, and the fear. So the next time you find yourself alone, don't reach for the nearest distraction. Don't rush to fill the void. Listen, because in that silence, something ancient and real is whispering your name. And if you listen long enough, you'll finally remember who you are. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to the channel. There's more where this came from, deeper reflections, forgotten truths, and ideas that challenge the way you see yourself and the world. Until next time, keep searching, keep questioning, and never stop listening to the silence.